Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Bhadram Karnebhih Shrunuyama Devaah. Bhadram Pasyeemakshabhiryajatraah. Sthirairangai Tushtuvagum Sastanubhi. Vyasema Devahitam Yadayuhu. Swasti na Indro Vruddhashravah. Swasti na Pusha Vishwavedah. Swasti nastarchyo Arishtanemi. Swasti no Bruhaspati Dadatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Agne Naya Supataraye Asman. Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan. Yuyodhyasmajjuhuranameno. Bhuishtham te namavuktim. Vidhema. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Abrahman Brahmano Brahmavachasi Jayatamārāshtre. Rajanyasuraishavyo divyadhi. Maharatho jayatam dugdri dhenuhu. Odhanadvana susapti purandhiryosha. Jishnurateshta sabheyo yuva. Asya yajamanasya viro jayatam. Nikame nikame na parjanyo varshatu phalavatyo. Na oshadayaha pachyamtam. Yogakshemo naha kalpetam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Apyayantu Mamangani. Vakpranaschakshuhu Srotramatho Balam. Indriyani cha sarvani sarvam brahma upanishadam. Maham brahma nirakuryam mama brahma nirakarotu. Anirakaranamastu anirakaranam me astu. Tadatmani nirateya upanishatsu dharma. Te mayi samtu, te mayi samtu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Very nice. Today we are able to come to know some more information and knowledge from the pen of our realization or revelation of Yajnavalkya Maharshi, who is an author of, I should not say who is such a great Rishi that he got new ages being presented or being derived with the grace of Surya Bhagavan, and that is what we call Shukla Yajurveda, where Yani Yajumshi Putrapi na Tishtanti Tani Mama Dada was the request. So the Shukla Yajurveda in a metrical form, and for that Shukla Yajurveda we have got Bruhadaranyaka Shatapada Brahmana, a single Brahmana text. And attached to that, we have got also this Bruhadaranyaka Upanishad. That is Aranyaka Bruhat. That is, there are some duties to be performed even when you are in a forest. No time is there for anybody to say that I am totally retired. No retirement at all. Supposing you retire in the office, you are on work, more work in the office. And even if you retire from the house or go away from house, you have yet more work. Therefore, the 4 stages of life, that is Balyam, Yavvanam, Kaumaram and Vruddhapyam is 1. Again, Brahmacharyam, Grahasthashramam, Vanaprastha then sannyasa ashramam. Otherwise, nobody can be true sannyasi in true sense. Will make you maddened. Therefore, now Bruhadaranyaka Upanishad is a very important Upanishad among Upanishads, and we have already gone through in our Nada Veda Adhyayana Kendra Upanishad sessions programs that Aitariya Upanishad and Svetastra Upanishad, Isha Upanishad. And now we are in the Bruhadaranyaka Upanishad, and it has actually 6 khandas, Bruhadaranyaka Upanishad, and we are now going with the Muni Kanda, that is the Tritiya Brahmana of the Shatapada Brahmana, and Adhyaya 4, that has been included in the Sarvameda Mantraha edition supplied by the Ramakrishna Mission people. But this is really significant selection where what is ultimately wanted for us is to become a Muni. What is Muni? Simple definition. There are no many other definitions given in Bhagavatam elsewhere. But simple definition is Maunat Muniruchyate. Maunam means to stop talking, stop thinking, stop thinking that you will be having a different one. So detachment. And that's why Muni Kanda means you have to develop a kind of detachment. Very hard for us to develop the detachment, but it is possible for human beings. Something like Krishna in Gita saying, Mai arpita mano buddhi karma kuru aryudhyasva yogi bhava. So the buddhi and mind both are important because buddhya anusarena vartate. So buddhi is one which will be guiding us in all aspects. So the Muni Kanda is where the Muni are, see, Durvaso Munihi, Vyasa Munihi, because these are great people. They may have some kind of irritational situations out of context, but otherwise, basically, they are all elevated souls. So how do you get the Muni? That is, the programming is that you have to find out light inside you. That Jyoti inside you is Paramatma. And in order to electrify the Jyoti inside you, there are so many Jyotis outside. And supposing outside Jyotis are not there, then inside Jyoti will come to illuminate. But we should prepare our Antar Jyoti to be able to become independent. That's exactly what you call as Muni. One should not be sad. Ayo, there is no sun in the sky. There is no moon in the sky. There are no stars in the sky. No, these are all not the complaints. But there will be a stage when these people also do not be on the horizon. Therefore, we have beautiful dialogue. And moreover, this is a dialogue in Bruhadaranyaka Upanishad, Manikanda 2, between Janaka Maharaja and Yajnavalkya Maharshi. You see, as the story begins here, Yajnavalkya Maharshi casually visited Janaka Maharaja. You know, Maharshis or Munis will take chance to divert themselves to visit some people and impart knowledge, because something like our Pithadipatis, they are always supposed to do this Chaturmasya Diksha, wherein Pravachanas also form a part of their Diksha. So they go away from their respective matas and stay in some other place. Because they are all Parivrajakas, and there they will be completely working in the spiritual pathway on one hand, and on the other hand, they will be educating and inspiring people to get on into the spiritual path. Because body, mind, and spirit, this is the 3 combination, B, M, and S. So the BMS is there, but we are always buried in the B and M, but S is simply silent. But what we are all advised by the Rishis or Upanishadkaras is, Aya, you have got also yes, spiritual way, spirit. And spiritual way means you should turn your attention other than the mundane pleasures, mundane difficulties, and other samsaric attractions, etc. Therefore, the spiritual path is always Purnam. And when once you try to trod that path, you are definitely on the road, right path. It's a nice highway, spiritual highway. That's what it is. So when Yajnavalkya visited, so when scholars meet, they don't talk rut. They don't waste their time. Suddenly they get into the some kind of academic useful discussion. That's normal. That's why our Bhartrihari and all people say, Sajjana Satsangaha. Say, Nissangatve Satsangatve Nissangatvam. Nissangatve Nirmohatvam. Nirmohatve Nischalatatvam. Nischalatatve Jivan Muktihi Bhajagovindam. Bhajagovindam Mudhamate Samprapte Sannihite Kale. Nahi nahi ratshati dukurung karane. You Shankara's preaching. He said, Sangha satsangatve nissangatvam means that you try to elevate yourself and get on to the plane of spiritual life or knowledge. What kind of knowledge it could be? Adhyatma Gnanam. That's why Krishna in Gita also told us, Adhyatma Gnana Nityatvam Tattvagnana Artha Darshanam. ಅಂದರೆ ಅಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪರ್ಸ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, then Vedanta Tattvas will come to that, then Nistalamati will happen and you will be getting the Jivan Mukti. Like that, here also when Yajnavalkya and Janaka Maharaja met each other, there was talk on the Agnihotra. Because Agnihotra is very important, right? Because without Agni, no sacrifice, no elevation, you cannot send any oblations or any food for the gods. Agnisparsha is important. Even for humans also, what is cooked in fire that tastes better and hygienic and then non-infectious than what you eat raw. So they say that raw is not good. That's why the Agnihotra is being properly discussed. Then looking at the way that Janaka Maharaja participated in the discussion on the importance of Agnihotra, actually in third chapter of Shukla Veda, Madhyantina Samhita, also Kanva Samhita, which is available, you get mantras connected to Agnihotra. Before we embark upon the Loma Yaga, after the Darsha Purnamasa Yaga, in between, you get the Agnihotra formulas, Agnihotra discussion and importance and all that. And we are supposed to perform the Agnihotra. Hotra means to invite Agni and offer oral operations. Agnihotra is a good subject. Paritvagne parivrujami ayusha chadhane nacha supraja prajaya bhuyasam suviro virai suvarcha varchasa suposha poshai supati patya sanya medhaya prajaya pasubhi brahmavarchasena nadyena. Like that, the mantras go like that, saying that you are contacting Agni for multifarious benefits, not only mundane, also super mundane. So if you are a Varchaswan, you will be better Varchaswan. Therefore, you make a prayer to Agni Varchasvanaham bhuyasam. Agni Varchasvan. Varchasvanaham bhuyasam. Agni Tejovan. Tejovanaham bhuyasam. Which means that what gods possess, you can ask for that. The haves can always share their haves to the have-nots. Is it not? What they don't have, they cannot. That's why there was a talk upon invitation, invoking Agni, and giving him the oblations or offering and food, and that's a big process. Agnaye samidamaha arusham. Like that, we start the ahutis, and ultimately we say in Agnihotra, Agnaye bruhate nakaya swaha, bhuhu swaha. Like that, the mantras go. That is Agnaye bruhate nakaya swaha. No, the Agni is so great and large and high, he will even go up to Nakaloka, Swargaloka, or lokas beyond all lokas. Therefore, Agni has got that kind of power as to be able to reach all places. Therefore, Agnihotra is almost an important aspect. Right from Brahmacharya up to the end, Grihastha, and before Vanaprastha or something like that, they have to be maintained the fires. So Agni Aradhana, Agni Adhana, Agnihotra and Agni Archana, Agni Vrata, ella tirbeku. Then when he gave, then Yagnavalkya said, I am Varam Dadau. Then I'm going to give you the Varam. Then Samrat Eva Purvam Prapracha. Then Samrat will ask Yagnavalkya Kim Jyoti Ayam Purushaha Idi Aditye. So Yagnavalkya Kim Jyoti. What is that light? What is that virtuous? What is that brilliance? What is that burning candle? That was the question put by Janaka Maharaja to Yagnavalkya. In fact, as we study Puranas, Janaka is not one. Janaka is only a surname. As we understand, there are 64 Janakas are there. And one of the Janakas is the father of Sita Devi. But anyway, because he happened to be the father of Janaka Sita Devi, that Janaka is popular, and he became the father-in-law for Ramachandra, who is Vishnu himself. That's why people consider every son-in-law of the family is Vishnu Swarupam. Vishnu Swarupaya Varaja Kanyam Prayachami antare. Kanyam Lakshmi Prayachami. So in marriages, it is said that Lakshmi and Narayana or Vishnu, their marriage is there. Every marriage is symbolically the marriage between Lakshmi and Narayana. Thereby, the 7 generations before, 7 generations after of the Data will be purified. And so that's why they do say the Pravara of 7 generations before, 7 generations afterwards. So anyway, here he asked the question that what is that Jyoti Prasnameva Vavre? What is that Tagum Hava Tam Hasmai Dadau Tagum Sambradeva Purvam Papracha Yagnavalkya Kim Jyotihi? Answer, Ayam Purushayite. Then why? Astadaditya Jyotihi Sambrat Hovacha Adityene Jyotisha Te Palyayate Karma Kurute Dipalyate Ati Dipalyate Evameva Idadvagnavalkya. So there was a discussion going on between the proposal and elucidation. So the Janaka Maharaja will keep on telling, because of the Aditya, the whole world is working. The whole world is working and whole world is also sinking. Udaya and Astamana both are taking place in the world. And Aditya Jyoti is there upon the sky. He will make it all. Then again, Astamita Aditya Yagnavalkya Kim Jyoti. Suppose this Aditya is not there, Yastamitam, then what is the Jyoti you talk about it? And he always, the idea answer is Purusha iti. So Purusha Jyotihi, because actually Jyoti is there in man, in human. That's exactly what the Mahanarayana Upanishad 2 tells. So that Jyoti is the Ardram Jolati Jyotirahamasmi, Yo Hamasmi Brahma Hamasmi, Ahamevaham Dam Juhomi Swaha. So a Jyoti Yaru andre Yellide Namalle ide. It is there in me. And I am going to meditate or work on that. So then that supposing Astamita Aditya Yagnavalkya Kim Jyotirevayam Purusha iti. How do you say that Purusha is Jyoti? Then again Chandrama eva Jyotir bhavati. Then again another this discussion goes on, and which we have covered already in earlier sessions. Don't want to repeat it. And again, suppose in Chandrama also, the moon also is not on the horizon. Then what is that? Purushaha Yotihi.
I can hear you.
Jyotihi. This Purusha is the Jyoti. Again comes, supposing moon also is just done with, then what is the Jyoti? Astamita Aditye Agnavalkya Chandramasya Chandramasta Astamite Shanti Shante Agnau Kim Jyotihi. So look at the quest discussion and also the doubts exercised in order to find out the truth, because that's why question mark, that is called quest. Unless you keep on putting questions, you will not get the answer appropriately or properly ultimately. That's why it is said vade vade jayate tattvabodhaha. If you want to have the truth being revealed to you, you have to get into the discussion vade vade. So now that vada is taking place between the two people, and again, supposing even Chandra is done, Astamite Chandre, a Chandrama kuda ottodre, innenappa andre, kim jyotihi hoti andre, vagevasya jyotir bhavati, speech, sound. So the sound or speech, that becomes the light, because of the sound, the whole entire world is under communication. If I am talking to you, it is only sound. But your ears have got the equipment in you. Oh, because of that, you are able to translate and get knowledge and all that. So Paramatma Kuda, what is sound? Shabda Rupa Paramatma. The God is in the form of a sound. Therefore, and whenever you utter mantras and talk and all that, the Paramatma enters through your ears and goes to his seated place, is the Hridayam. And again, you have got that even that walk also is not there. Then again the question comes, Shantayam Vachi Kim Jyotihi. So you supposing your speech also becomes dull and it is Shanta, then what is the Purusha? Then he says, Bhavaha, see Jyotir Bhavati, iti Atmana evayam Jyotishaha. Then next comes the Atma. Atma is the inside, whatever inside is there. That is Atma Vai. So the Atma is there, that is your own body and your own soul. And it is all the soul that is getting all punyam and papam. And the experience of punyam and papam is by the body. So body is the tool and soul or Atma is the source. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇಷ್ಟ ಬಂದಾಗ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಷ್ಟ is Atma. So here, then again question comes up. Katamaha Atma iti. So what is that Atma again? You are talking about it. What is that Atma? And then the answer is, from here I got to continue our discussion or learning from here. So Katamaatmeti yoyam vignanamaya praneshu hrudi antarjyotihi. So Vijnanamaya Praneshu Hrudi. So that prana in the form of prana, that prana with knowledge filled, which is there inside our heart, that is the Jyoti. Then that prana apana, vyana, udana, samana. So samana is the ultimate pranam, and that is the atma. So that samana atma ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಲೋಕವು ಅನುಸಂಚರತಿ. ಸೊ ಆ ಸಮಾನ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಅದೇನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಲೋಕಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಡಿಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ಓವರ್ ದ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್. all lokas, it will be going out. And hengandre jhayativa, lelayativa. So what is the manner, how it that samana vayu goes on, pramana prana goes? It is just like dhyana and leela. Dhyana and leela. In this form, it keeps going. Then swapno bhut. Afterwards, what I say? That kind of Jyoti, that Hridaya Jyoti turns into Swapna. Look at the stages, how it's all something like a ladder. So in a ladder, we are able to climb step by step and reach up the heights. Therefore, next ladder step is Saha hi Swapno Bhutva Imam Lokam Atikramati. So that becomes Swapna, and it will transcend all this lokam. And how does it transcend? How does that Atma, how does it transcend? That is the death. So there is death for the body. And when once the death for the body takes place, the Atma also departs from the body. Therefore, it is said, Mrityu bhutva swapno bhutva atikramati lokam. And atikramana andre mrityu. That is, you no more function through your body. The body becomes decay, diminishing, and you no more be useful to that. And then the discussion begins further. Lela yativa. Then mrityoho rupani. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಆ ಮೃತ್ಯು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಹೌ ದ ಮೃತ್ಯು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಹಂಡ್ರೆಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವೇಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ ವಿಚ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದೇರ್ ಬಾಡಿ, ಅಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆನಿ ವೇಸ್ ಹೌ ಲಾಂಗ್ ದೇ ಸಫರ್ ದಿ ಮೃತ್ಯು ಬಾಧ ಆರ್ ಮೃತ್ಯು ರೂಪ. ವಿ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ನೋ. ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ದಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, tuberculosis is there, diabetics is there. Well, they're all Vishajwaras. And those people, and also blood pressure, BP cases are there. So there are so many chronic fevers, Vishajwaras, or chronic diseases, because of whom the death is always uncertain. How do you depart? That's why Mrityu. So ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈ ಮೃತ್ಯು ರೂಪಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಡಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಶಾಂತಪಡಿಸಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋ ಶಕ್ತಿ, ಅನುಗ್ರಹ ಓನ್ಲಿ ರುದ್ರ ಭಗವಾನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಾಟ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ವಿ ಸೇ ಓಂ ನಮೋ ಭಗವತೆ ರುದ್ರಾಯ, ನಮಸ್ತೆ ರುದ್ರಮನ್ಯವ ಉತೋ ತೈಷವೇ ನಮಃ. ಈ ರುದ್ರಮನ್ಯವ ಇದನ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಅವನು, ದಟ್ ಗಾಡ್, he is the Layakarta, and he will be operating then. Again, we have got a most beautiful mantra which we are all stripping it out from Namakam and making japa, parayana and all that. That mantra is Murtyo Mutshya Triyambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Murtyo Mutshya Mahamrutat. Murtyo Mutshya. Paramatma, you just try to suppress all the bandhas and then give us only Amrutatvam. Like that, it is said here, Mrityoho Rupani ವಿವಿಧಾನಿ ಭವಂತಿ. ಈ ಮೃತ್ಯುವಿನ ರೂಪಗಳು, they are in varied form. As we are seeing, and how people leave their body is interesting. I can quote my own uncle's example. He went to a restaurant. He ordered for idli in the morning for a breakfast. And he put half idli in the mouth. Still half idli was biting. And half idli out, he was out. So when we go and see him in, say, a hotel sitting, and we see the idli, the second half of the idli never entered the mouth at all. So like that, we have several examples how people live. That's why mrityu or departure also is very surprising, and we don't know that. Likewise, also the birth. Even the birth also, Janana Rupani, also Vividhani. The doctor will say, well, at 9:15 or something like that, I'm going to take the baby out. Anta promise ಮಾಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿರೋರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ she gets in, but actually she would not be able to do it at 9:15. Sometimes she will do it half an hour or 40 minutes delay. So that is the muhurta to which the astrologer will compute horoscope. Because that's why the mrityu rupas are infinite and indefinite. Further, after mrityu, what more? Again the question arises. Sava ayam purushaha jayamanaha sariram abhisampadhyamanaha. So Ade Purusha, all theories tell us that the janma is not singular. Each janma has backup, has future. That's why janma janmantarepi. Sankaracharya believes in this rebirth theory and says in one of the stotras that he has composed, Mabhu devam mama pasupate janma janmantarepi. ಈ ಶ್ಲೋಕ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, ನಾವು ಮನನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಪೌರೋಹಿತ್ಯಂ ರಜನಿಚರಿತಂ ಗ್ರಾಮಣಿತ್ವಂ ನಿಯೋಗೆ ಮಾಠಾವತ್ಯಂ ಹೃತನೃತವಚನಂ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿವಾದ ಪರಾನ್ನಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮದ್ವೇಷಃ ಖಲಜನರತಿಃ ಪ್ರಾಣಿನಾಂ ನಿರ್ದಯತ್ವಂ ಮಾ ಭೂರೇವಂ ಮಮ ಪಶುಪತೆ ಜನ್ಮ ಜನ್ಮಾಂತರೇಪಿ. So for sampling, like Shankaracharya gives, you are giving birth, Mahanubhava, Govinda, but these things, please don't give me back. That is, so I don't know, he has got his own reasons, because these are all the stages when people get into sin easily than otherwise. For example, Paurohityam, to be a Purohita, he has to be taking these. So Purohita, then, and also Rajani Charitam, night watchman. Gramani, to be head of the village, Kulkarni or Shanbhog. Ramani, Tvam Niyoge, Mathadipatigaru, Mathapatyam, and Inobra Sullunu Hogi Sakshi Heludu, Rutanrutavachanam, Sakshivada. ಅಂಡ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಪರಾನ್ನಂ. ಇವಾಗ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ, ಏನೋ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಊಟ ಹಾಕ್ಸ್ತೀಯಾ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಕಾಫಿ ಕುಡಿಸ್ಬಾರೋ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಕುಡಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಬಾಪ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋದು ಕಡಿಮೆ, ಕಾಫಿ ಕುಡಿಸೋ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಆ ತರಹ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಟ್ ಈ ಬೇಡ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಯಂ ಪುರುಷಃ ಜಾಯಮಾನಃ. ಸೊ ಹೌ ಈಸ್ ಈ ಬಾರನ್? ಸೊ ಜನ್ಮ ದುಃಖ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ, ಐ ಮೀನ್ Shankaracharya says, ಜನ್ಮ ದುಃಖಂ ಜರಾ ದುಃಖಂ ಯದ್ ದುಃಖಂ ದುಃಖಮೇವ ಚ ತಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಜಾಗ್ರತ. ನೋಡಿ, ವೇದಾಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಈ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ತುಗಳಲ್ಲಿರುವ ವಾಕ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಶಂಕರ, ಮಧ್ವ, ರಾಮಾನುಜ, ಇನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಮಹಾ ಸುಭರಿಸ್ತಕಾರರು, ವೇದಾಂತ ತತ್ವಜ್ಞರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ವಿವಿಧವಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಕಾಶನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ಆ ತತ್ವಜ್ಞಾನ ಅಂದರೆ ವೇದಾಂತ ಜ್ಞಾನ, ವೇದಾಂತ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಸುನಿಶ್ಚಿತಾರ್ಥ. ಈ ವೇದಾಂತ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಬರಲೇಬೇಕು. ಯಾವ ಸುಖ ಕೂಡ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. Supposing you purchased a wonderful, expensive sofa. There may be days when you cannot sit on the sofa at all. But you will have the sofa darshan maybe, if at all. Sometimes even it does not too happen. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸುಖಗಳು ತಾತ್ಕಾಲಿಕವಾಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಯಂ ಪುರುಷ ಜಾಯಮಾನ ಶರೀರಂ ಅಭಿಸಂಪದ್ಯಮಾನ. ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಶರೀರಂ ಕಮ್ಸ್, ದಿ ಪಾಪ್ಮಭಿ ಸಗುಂ ಸೃಜತೆ ಸ ಉತ್ಕ್ರಾಮನ್ರಿಯಮಾಣ ಪಾಪ್ಮನೋ ವಿಜಹಾತಿ. ಪುಣ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಜನ್ಮ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಪುಣ್ಯನೇ. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೇನೆ ನಮಗೆ ಮಾನವ ಜನ್ಮ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬರೋದು. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಹುಧಾ ಪುಣ್ಯಪಣ್ಯೇನ ಕ್ರೀತಂ ಖಲು ಶರೀರಂ ಅಂತ. ದೇವರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಈ ಶರೀರವನ್ನು ಮಾರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ಡ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಬೆಲೆ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಹತಾ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಅಂದರೆ ದಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಪುಣ್ಯವನ್ನು ಆ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನಿಗೆ ಸರೆಂಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವ ಶರೀರವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆ ಶರೀರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಲೇಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಪೂರ್ವಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿರುವ ಪಾಪ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪಾಪಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಈ ಶರೀರ ಡುಮ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಅವಾಗ ಪಾಪ ಕೂಡ ಡುಮ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಮೋರ್ ಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎನಿಬಡಿ ಟು ಕಮಿಟ್ ಸಿನ್ಸ್. ಅದರಿಂದ ಶರೀರ ಇರೋದನಕನೇ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಪಾಪ. ಲೋಕಂಚ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಪಾಪಾನಾಂ ಏತತ್ ಪೃಚ್ಛಾಮಿ ಸಂಪ್ರತಿ. ಈ ಅರುಣ ಪ್ರಶ್ನ ತೈತ್ರಿಯ ಆರಣ್ಯಕ, ಅದು ಆರಣ್ಯಕನೇ, ಇದು ಬೃಹದಾರಣ್ಯಕ, ಅದು ತೈತ್ರಿಯ ಆರಣ್ಯಕ, ಬಿಲಾಂಗಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಯಜುರ್ವೇದ. And I am doing Karuna Prashna Patha every Saturday morning at 8 o'clock in India and 9:30 or so in Chicago time, Central time, and so on. So, Aruna Prashnadalli, Aruna Rishi, there are so many Rishis in Aruna Prashna. You imagine today in September, in October issue, there is a beautiful article on Mahasauram, written by Dr. Boddupalli Raghava. I wish he has picked up 13 rishis responsible for the Mahasaura Sukta of the Rigveda. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 13 ಋಷಿಗಳು ತಮ್ಮ ರೆವಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಭಗವಾನನ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ನಮ್ಮ NCB ನಾಥ್ ಅಂತ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಮಹಾ ರಿಸರ್ಚರ್, ಈಸ್ ನಾನಜನೇರಿಯನ್, ಅವ್ರೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಈಗ ಈ ಸಂಧ್ಯಾ ವಂದನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ಫಾರ್ಮಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಋಷಿಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀವಿ. ಇಫ್ ನಾಟ್ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಅಟರಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಮಂತ್ರ, ದ ಋಷಿ ಆಟೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕಲಿ ಗ್ಲೋಸ್, ದ ಧಂದಸ್ ಆಟೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕಲಿ ಗ್ಲೋಸ್, and you may not be able to note or mention the Rishi, Devata and Chandas, but they are implied whenever you take the mantra. Adu nama one of the information technology available in our Vedic tradition. So ವೇದಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ನೀವು ಮಂತ್ರ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ whether you mention or not, there is behind a Rishi, Devata and Chandas. ಹಾಗೆ ಸಂಧ್ಯಾ ವಂದನದಲ್ಲಿ we have a large number of rishis, an article which is going to be in the Veda Ganga for in the forthcoming issue, and in also Mahasauram already it has been given in the October Vedana Sarit. So I wish you all go to that and read what is that. Likewise also in the October issue there is the Durga Saptasati. Now we are embarking upon, soon after Mahalaya Amavasya, Devi Navaratris, Asvija Suddha Padhyami, down to Navami, and ending with Dasami, and Ekadasi also included. Supposing those people who are doing Lagunyasa Purvaka or Ekadasa Mahanyasa Purvaka Rudravashekas, they are not normally allowed or tempted to stop their Rudravashekam by Vijayadashmi day or even Navami day, but they should do on the 11th day also, and then give conclusion for Rudrabhishekam program. ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಗುರುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಬ್ರದರ್ಸು. ಸೊ ವೆನೆವರ್ ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್, ದೋ ದ ವಿಜಯದಶಮಿ is over, but on Ekadasi day also we performed Mahanyasapurvaka Ekadasabhishekas and then Arpana and Vitarana and all that. So that was what we have been doing long years with the help of our Kendra students. Whenever I organized this Rudrabhishekam, Mahanyasapurvaka Rudrabhishekam, because all have got to go to offices. So I used to complete my Mahanyasa Parayanam before around 7 o'clock, and another 1 hour or so, other people used to come and recite. More than 20-30 students of our Kendra used to join and recite Rudram Chamakam, Namakam Chamakam and all that, and perform with Deeksha for 11 days. I mean, that was one golden era which we went through. And anyway, here also, the Janma and Utkramana, both are positive, both are happening. Aditya huttane, Aditya astamana. Chandra huttane, Chandra astamana. ಋತುಗಳು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಋತುಗಳು ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಈವನ್ ಇನ್ ಅರುಣ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಋತುನಾನ್ ಉದ್ಯಮಾನಃ. ಒಂದು ಋತು, one season pushes the other succeeding season forward and it disappears. But it does not leave its influence on the other. It also will put some more influence of the characteristics of that season into the ensuing season. So this is the cycle that you find in the life. Though, so ಮ್ರಿಯಮಾಣಃ ಪಾಪನೋ ವಿಜಹಾತಿ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈ ಪಾಪ ಕರ್ಮ ಎಷ್ಟು ತನಕ ನಮಗೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದ ಮೊಮೆಂಟ್ ಯು ಲೀವ್ ದಿ ಬಾಡಿ, ದಿ ಪಾಪ ಕರ್ಮ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ಸ್. ಅದರಿಂದ ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಮಿಸ್ಕನ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ನಾನು ಸತ್ತೋದ್ರೆ ಈ ರೋಗ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿಬಿಡತ್ತೆ, ನನಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಜನ್ಮ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಏನೇನೋ ಯೋಚನೆಗಳು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. See, death does not stop the effect of sins. ಪೂರ್ವಜನ್ಮ ಕೃತಂ ಪಾಪಂ ವ್ಯಾಧಿ ರೂಪೇಣ ಬಾಧತೆ ಅಂತ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಋಷಿಗಳು, ಜ್ಞಾನ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ಸು, they have not left anything unturned. They said, ಅಯ್ಯ, ಈ ಪಾಪ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಶರೀರ ಹೋದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಪಾಪಗಳು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಉದ್ಧಾರ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಕಷ್ಟ ಕೊಡೋದು ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ಶರೀರ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಪಾಪ್ಮನೋ ಹಿತ್ವಾ ಸ್ವರ್ಗಂ ಪ್ರಯಚ್ಛತಿ ಅಂತ ಅದೇ ವೇದ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. ಪಾಪಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪರಲೋಕಕ್ಕೆ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಲೋಕಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಉತ್ಕ್ರಾಮನ್ ಮ್ರಿಯಮಾಣಃ ಪಾಪ್ಮನೋ ವಿಜಹಾತಿ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ತಸ್ಯ ವಾ ಏತಸ್ಯ ಪುರುಷಸ್ಯ ದ್ವೇ ಏವ ಸ್ಥಾನೇ ಭವತಃ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಯ್ಯ, ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 2 and 2 places where the jiva will be computing or shuttling. Ihaloka, Paraloka, and again Ihaloka, Paraloka. That's why ಜನರಲಿ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಆ ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ, ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಶಟ್ಲಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ said there are dve sthane bhavatah. There are only 2 sthanas. What is that? Idam paraloka sthanam cha. E bhuloka and paraloka. And paraloka is very wide. Several lokas are there. How many lokas are there? Generally they say sapta vaime lokaha. I'll let you 20 minutes. I'm in meeting. Another 15 minutes. 15 minutes? 15. And another 10 minutes. 10 minutes? Okay, I'll go. No, so, okay. 10 minutes, please. So, idam paralokasthanam cha, and in between the Ihaloka and Paraloka, our Yajnavalkya Maharshi and Janaka, they come to know that Sandhyam Trutiyagam Swapnasthanam Tasmin Sandhye Sthane Tishtan Yete Ubhe Sthane Pasyati. ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿದಿರಾ. See, you are not escaping the vision. You are constantly live. You are constantly live when you are living or non-living. I think, but you are, again, it is something like a surgeon who considers who is very discreet to operate the body when it is living. That's one aspect. And when the body is dead, post-mortem. So there is no orderliness, any and how you will go it, because there is no problem inside the body. So, but there is one Adhyaksha, the surgeon, who will be able to see what is what. Hage, I'm giving a practical example of a doctor, a surgeon. So, post-mortem madavaga, the outlook is different. He wants to find out the cause for death or anything like that. But while living, he should be knowing what is the cause of the disease and how best we can try to treat and then make that all right. So that's why idu sandhyasthanam antare. So sandhyam trisiyam swapnasthanam tasmin sandhye sthane tishtan ete ubhe sthane pasyati. So sitting in the sandhya kalam, sandhya time, that's why the sandhya time is very important. So every month we have 2 sandhyas, puja, to Lord Rudra. The entire family, we make Rudra, Shiva, Parvati sitting upon a bull, and we make that Trayodasi puja. That's our Pradosha puja, we call it. So Pradosha puja dalli, he will be guarding the day and night. So in between column is Sandhya Kala. A Pradosha puja anta heltare. So paralokasthanam cha, and again yatha akramoyam paralokasthane bhavati tamakramat akramya bhayan papmana anandagum chavasyati sayatra prasvapitasya lokasya sarvavato matramapadaya swayam vihatya swayam nirmaya svena bhasa svena jyotisha prasvapitya atra ayam purusha swayam jyotir bhavati. So this particular section will tell you when can the purusha become independent jyoti. That is the target, and that target has been pointed out in this Upanishad, and which point we will continue to discuss and note how beautifully this particular effort, this is exactly otherwise called information technology. One has to be independent. You know, when a baby is there, baby is able to walk with your support or with some other support, the tricycle or all that. Afterwards, you don't, the baby when becomes independent, then it will be able to go walk in its 2 legs and then all that. So like that, here also we have the process and procedure, and it's very beautiful, and we'll have the discussion at that time. So today we stop here. Om Swasti Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Sri Veda Purusha Asirvadostu. Om Tat Satu. Thank you very much for all that. Next we'll continue. I wish you all happy Dasara until we see you back. Sri Ram.